Today we're going to talk about these three products. This is a lash primer, this is a super booster, and this is an extra bonder. We're going to talk about what each one of them does and which clients you can or can't use them on. Okay, so we start with the lash primer. So a lash primer is never going to take the place of a lash bath. You can't just use the primer and think that your lashes are going to be clean. It is essential to always start with a lash bath so you can get rid of any oils or any type of makeup or mascara that might be left behind on the natural lash. So for best adhesion of the extension, you have to make sure that your canvas is absolutely clean. And unfortunately, a lash primer itself is not going to do that. So the perfect candidate for a lash primer would be a client who has naturally thick, healthy lashes. Placing a primer on a client with already brittle and thin lashes can actually further dry out their natural lash, which will actually be detrimental to your retention. Okay, so my recommendation would be to use this on people with thick natural lashes or healthy natural lashes, and not on people who have thin or damaged lashes. Okay, so the second product is going to be the super booster. So this super booster is a lash glue accelerator. This is going to help you speed up your glue. Let's say, for example, if you're a beginner and you've been lashing with a adhesive that dries at 3 to 4 second drying time, this super booster is going to actually help you to make that same glue into a faster glue. So the way I usually use it is I pump a little bit out onto this cap, and then I take a brand new microfiber swab like this one. I apply a little bit of product, and then I place it directly on my lash strip, just like this. Okay. Using this super booster will actually help you so you don't have stickies. When you're moving too fast for your adhesive, you don't give your adhesive enough time to dry. So what happens is that the lash will actually stick to its neighbor lash, and you'll end up with a whole bunch of stickies. So this is going to help you. This is your product if you're having that issue. Okay, and let's say you really like your glue, you like the viscosity of it, you've just been working for it for a while. You would go with a super booster so that you can keep your glue. Just make it a little bit faster. Okay, the good thing about this product and this brand itself is that you can use it with any brand, not just Stacy Lash. Okay, and finally we have the extra bonder. So this is actually going to be a lash sealer. Okay, so the way this works is you wait about 2 minutes after you've applied your last lash. You do the same thing where you pump a little bit onto the cap, and then you place a microfiber swab into the cap and just take a little bit of product and you run it across the lash line of your finished product. You only need it on the lash line because that is where your lashes adhered. So you don't need to place it on the entire lash. Okay. So the purpose of an extra bonder is going to be to force cure your lash extension set that you just created. So before, we had to wait about 24 hours to give the glue enough time to cure. Okay. And that's why when it came in contact with water, there was a possibility that they could turn white, or they could kind of sting, or that they fell off prematurely. So this product is going to help seal them before your client walks out the door. So the whole 24-hour rule is out the window. Okay. Again, you can use this one with any brand of lashes and adhesive, not just Stacy Lash. That's the good thing about these products. They're very friendly to use with other products from other brands as well. And again, the way I do that is waiting 2 minutes after you've applied the last lash. Now, it's really important that you wait those 2 minutes, because if you don't, you run a risk of causing this thing called shock polymerization, which will turn the eyelash white on the spot. While you can fix that by removing it and, just removing that lash, you're better off just not doing that to begin with. Okay. And that is how you use these products. Now, you don't have to use them all, or you can. It really just depends on the client. There are some clients where I use all three. There are some clients where I only use a bonder. There are sometimes I do use a bonder and a booster and not the primer. It just really depends on your preferences. And of course, it depends on your clients. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Try out what works. A good idea is to keep a notebook and write down each client's name and their information, what set you did, what curls you used, what products you used. And that way, when they come back for their fill, you're able to tell what the retention looked like, and which products you think worked for them best. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, don't forget that if you purchase any of these products, you can get a 15% discount on the website and on Amazon. There is a promo code on this video. It's 15 from Ritz, and you can find any information about my training or about Stacy Lash in my bio and my information attached to this video. Thank you guys. Have a good night.